I will follow. Where you lead me, oh my love. Please get to. I just came online to remind you that one easiest thing for men to do is to pack their tools and leave their children behind. And so, when you are choosing the father of your children, be very intentional, be very mindful, be very, very careful. That's it. That's all I came to tell you. That's the most easiest thing for a man to do in this world. I mean, evidence is there to prove what I'm saying. Okay, this is an assumption, but I'll tell you that there is tons of evidence. If you think there's no evidence for that, let me know. The most easiest mathematics, easiest calculation in this world for men, unlike women. I'm not saying women don't leave their kids too, but few. So, unlike women, the most easiest calculation, easiest mathematics for men is to pick up their bags, their communities, and leave the innocent children that did not, they didn't consent to be here. They leave them behind and pack their tools and boo boo, bye. So as a young girl watching me, or anybody coming on to contact with this video, remind yourself that any man that comes to you, I had a lady living with me, right, a while back, maybe 2018, 2019-ish. Yeah, just before the pandemic, right? And this lady, a friend of mine who is single, and I thought, oh, okay, it'll be a good, he wanted her, and he picked her up and go all day long. So I'm like, if it works out, why not? This guy told this girl, huh? Over there. This guy told the girl that he should have a baby with him, before they will consider marriage. Long ago, the same guy, he was interested in me. We went to school together. We did prerequisites together. That's how I got to know him. And he told me that, oh, I was in Ghana. He came to Ghana and he said, oh, let's go see my family. Why? No, let me back up. One time before I went to Ghana, he told me, oh, let's have a child and this. And I said, have a child? What you talking about? And then he's like, oh, is it not just, that's marriage. We just have a child, we go to Ghana and we present the child to family. And that's marriage. Such an insult to the family that raised me. Such an insult to the mother that breastfed me. Such an insult to all the education that the family I came from values. All right. There is a form there I need to take to do notary for your brother's listing. I think that is the most important thing. Then show me the grade. You finish it. Show me the grade before we go. Huh? Huh?
I closed it out already.
Yeah, but you're supposed to see grade. What you did. You're supposed to have an email.
What? It doesn't show me in the email.
Okay, let me see it because I need to see it. I have to see it before I leave the house. See what I'm saying? I have to, yes. Show me. I'll need to show. You need to show me.
It's not going to come back up.
It will. There's no way you do a test. Don't I go there and see your grades? So I need to show you before we go. Excuse me? So you see, even if you don't respect me, it's okay. But the family that I come from, that contributed to my existence and who I have become, you think that the value of that family is just have a child with their princess, their queen, and then just come and show your face and say, oh, this is the father of my children. Hi. How are you? This is the father of my child. We are married. That is just having the child with him is indication of marriage. And then I, of course, I told him that's not appropriate, and first of all, he's my friend, I can't do that. Then years later, when this friend of mine came, not my friend, but someone I was helping, came to live me, I gave her a visa, and she came to live with me. Hello, Antoinette. Ado boy, God bless you for coming. How are you? Then he did the same thing to my friend. Well, I keep saying my friend, but she wasn't a friend. She's somebody I met, a stranger I was helping, right? So he will come and pick her up. They'll be gone. She will come. So she cook for me. You know, when African woman come and you are not used to a man cooking for you, that's great. Good to know. Jesus loves you. Jesus loves me too, Jack. Jesus loves you too, Jack. Thank you so much. So can you imagine? So she said he would take her, they will go and come. He would take her, they will go and come. This girl will come. So one day I went and bought underwears and everything because she's have a little offensive order, right? So I advised my friend, I said, you take her every day and take her and go and come. Why can't you buy her underwear at least? Why can't you do something for her? How can't you buy her some toiletries? But I'll buy for her and then you come and take her, go out, then you come. And then the girl was like, oh, when we go, he cook for me. We'll cooking for you, pay the bills. There's more than that. I adore men that cooks, okay? Me, if you can cook, right now in my life, I don't want a man that don't cook, don't know how to cook, okay? No. We'll all cook, we'll all work, we'll all pay bills, we'll all have fun. That's my policy in life when it comes to relationship anyway. But that's just by the way. So think about it. Years later, with my friend, and I have to advise her. I said, lady, you don't carry yourself like that. He said he and the lady should have a child. So you see, it is part of, I feel like that is part of his ideologies and principles of life. But for you, a lady or a woman that comes in contact with such a man who wants you to have a child with him before he will marry you, what is your take on that? My question for you is, are we all not divorced? Like most single women, most single mothers went through divorce, or they had a child with a man and he took off, like I'm telling you. Or there are also women that are married that are single mothers. It is what it is. They are married, but they are single mothers. You see? So before someone tell you, oh, even marrying is not a guarantee that he will stay. So you shouldn't have to worry about marriage before having child. Okay. My policy is, will he stay and take care of that child? If he chooses to leave, will you be able to provide for that child? Without crying, without sharing tears, without becoming a social media PhD, holding PhD in begging on social media. Because you need to buy your child's diaper, your child is sick in the emergency room, your dad needs surgery, your child needs this, your child needs that. I don't want you to become a PhD holder in begging on social media. So that's why I'm bringing this to your attention. And I want to remind you that the most easiest calculation, the most easiest mathematics for men in this world, to care less, pack their tools and leave the child they gave birth to behind. So before you have a child with any man, married or unmarried, ask yourself. Of course, if you are married to the person, automatically you know you're going to have a child, right? But my question for you is it good to marry a man? It's good to marry a man who is a good father. If certainly you're going to marry and the goal for your marriage don't include procreation, hey, go for it. If he's a good man to you, that's enough. But if you're going to have a child, then my take is the person you have a child with is most important than the person you get married to. Unfortunately, the person, we all fixate on the marriage. But at the end of the day, the person you have a child with is more important than the person you get married to. You know why? If the person you got married to is not a father material who will stick and make sure the sanity, the mental health, the psychological health, the academic health, the overall well-being of your child is their priority. And they are going to stick around whether married to you or not, wherever they are in the world. They will think about their child, they will provide for their child. Their child comes first in every decision they make. Go for it. You be the judge. You're going to make that decision on your own. I can make it for you. But if you think that, oh, he's sweet, he's my dear, we got married to wonderful men that we thought, oh, my husband will be a great father. He's good to his nieces and nephews. Who is they? It doesn't matter. What matters is who are they to their own, not what you see they did to people that they are not 24/7 responsible for. Don't look at a man out there and think he is a great person, he will be a good father, and be assuming because we have all these fantasies. Who they are, being on site with the child 24/7 takes priority over them. You seeing them be kind to someone's child that they see. You have never seen me with people's children. I love children. Hi, especially cute children, chunky children. Oh, beautiful hair children. Ah, Jesus. I went to work yesterday and I was adoring one of the kids' hair. I told her, oh, your hair is beautiful. And if you see her mom came to visit. So cute, mother, her sister, they are so beautiful. So I adore cutie. My eyes are good for my eyes see good things and I'm all for it. Don't look at that and look at me and think I'm a good mother. I am not. What to prove to you that I'm a good mother is the outcome, what I put in the people that are in my care 24/7. I'm just checking in the drawer and I saw my son transcript of his report cards, first quarter, second quarter, and third quarter. I think it was 2022 or 2021 before he went to Ghana. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, wow, such a transformation. And I talk to myself and I'm like, yes. So you see, is this father going to be that kind of parent that sticks around, decide to abandon you, leave you, divorce you, go for another woman, but don't leave their children behind? You will not know until you have children with them. You will not know. I'm being honest with you. You will not know. So be careful in your selection, because you don't want to live for the rest of your life blaming yourself that, oh, I failed my kids in the kind of father I chose for them. Because you're going to sit down and be looking and be like, if I did this, I remember when I was getting married, I cried through it. And every day in my life, even till this 2025, that I think of, I have a flashback to that day. I said, why didn't, when they asked me, you know how they ask your parents or whoever is representing your father, asked you, should they take the things they brought? You say yes. Why didn't I say no? Every day of my life, I regret not saying no. Every day I have a flashback to that moment. I say, I ask myself, all I could have said was no. Not knowing it was God that was speaking to me. I cried throughout my marriage ceremony. Seriously. For no apparent reason. But today I understand why. God knew it wasn't the right choice for me. So if you don't want to end up raising kids by yourself, you don't want to end up being out there suffering through the 18 years of raising the kids alone, please be mindful of the men that comes and want to impregnate you to see you are fertile. So they are going to be testing every woman that is not fertile until they choose one that is fertile. Think about that. Are they going to be going from door to door, sleeping with every skirt until they figure out which one is fertile. Today, Daddy Lumba is dead and gone. And people are insulting Odobroni, the latest wife in the house, or woman in the house. And they are trying to protect the oldest in the line. Meanwhile, according to the stories, he has 11 total kids. The first wife didn't have all 11. The Odobroni didn't have all 11. It means there are women in between, children in between Akosua Sewa and Odobroni. There are children in between their children. Those children, their mothers are spared in the side chick business, in the side chick insults going on. We always leave the orchestrator of the crime. We always leave the perpetrator of the event and attack victims. Personally, a person that can stand side chicks, I will tell you that I don't have a beef with Odobroni, because I feel like by the time she came onto the show was already over between Daddy Lumba and Akosua Sewa. That is my take. You get it? And the Daddy Lumba, and because you guys, as a patriarchal society, we like women like that. Women like Akosua Sewa, women like Odobroni, women that are quiet, women that don't talk, women that shield the man's shame, women that don't expose that I am not going to be part of this situation. Those are the wife materials in the society we are trained in, African patriarchal societies. Today, the whole patriarchal societal women of, I'm telling you, women who have been side chicks before, women who are still side chicks themselves, they are now insulting Akosua Sewa. But at the end of the day, that's not even the point of this video. The point of this video is, I want to remind you that the most easiest thing for men to do in this world, in this life, is to pack their tools and leave their children behind and be less bothered, beyond bothered, cared less. They wake up from their slumber and the kids become human beings. They wake up from their sleep and the children become automatically intelligent kids. They wake up, mine, they say he's autistic. Today, he's the one that drives me. Today, we have universities upon universities sending him invite to apply to come to their school. You think it is the work of a man that abandoned his kids and left and wanted an easy way out and team up with the courts system, school systems, social services, and say the child is autistic? Or that result is the result of somebody that did a sacrificial work, invested physical, psychological, financial, even physical availability, did alternatives for that to be achieved? Is the grace of the God that we serve. This is the doing of the Lord. He has done so much for me, I cannot tell it all. You see that? So are you going to be stressing doing it alone, or you're going to be smart to choose who you're going to do it with, and choose wisely, and not be so desperate? Let me tell you, if you be so desperate and say, I'm going to have a child with whoever, Massa, to have a child with a useless person that stress you and disrupt the children. Like, I have a case right now, right, that I have a child. My child's father abandoned us. I got married to a new man. The new man, I have a new child or children with a new man. That my little child, all her life, she ever know as her father or his father, is this my new man. All of a sudden, and all her life she had crisis, wondering how would I feel like I'm different. I feel like my father gives this my little sister special treatment. I feel like this my little sister looks like my stepdad, this man, my dad, until too late into the child's life, letting the child know that this is really not your real father, but this and that. And now the child has to live in crisis, have to live in depression, have to live in. No wonder my dad never loved me. No wonder I always thought like this man treated my little sister better than me. No wonder I so now because of your mistake, your child is going to be on mental illness medication, psychiatric medications because of your mistake. Are you seeing what I'm saying? Do you know how these things, a lot of, if you work in pediatric psychiatric health, you understand, child and adolescent, you understand. A lot of these children are living, I work in one hospital here in Baltimore. They are living in situations like this. They are dying slowly. They are emotionally destroyed because of lack of acceptance. Is it not better than me raising the child and letting the child know, hey, this is your father? I had men that came to my line and said, your kids need their father. I said, who told you? My kids' father may be an asshole, but he's still their father. My kids know who their father is from the get-go. If I'm talking to any guy different from their father, they know this guy is mommy's friend. But thank God they never seen that, because they've always been my priority. I've always said to myself, is this person pursuing me going to be able to factor into me and my kids' equation? Or my kids are going to ever force their way to find their space between me and the person's equation? And this has made me stay loyal to my kids and their growth and their development. And I'll tell you that that was the best decision I've ever made. I could have had more children right now without knowing if that person will still even be around to help raise them. Or I've been a single mother with children, multitudes of children from different men that don't know what it is to have a child and be there for their children. I look back today and I give God the glory, because I'm content with the results of the choices I've made. I'm not content with the choice of father I chose for them, but I am content with their outcome. I find peace within the apex of my heart that my kids, God has brought them this far through the challenges. So it takes a person to have a child, but it takes a person to be a dad. You get it? It takes a person to be a father. It takes a person to be I gave birth to this child, but I'm the father of this child. So who do you want to have children with? The person that gives birth to the kids with you, or the person that is the father of your children? All right, the goal and the ball is in your hands. I want you to go out there and score a goal. I'm leaving the ball into your hands at this point. Go out there and score a goal, and make sure you're scoring the goal right, and ask yourself, am I going to choose a man that would not care and just leave the kids behind? Or I'm going to choose a man that is craving to be a father, or a man that just wants me to have a child for him and after the child then he will marry me. Hey, anytime a man tell you that you like him so much, he has no plan of marrying you, but he wants you to have his child, and after having the child before he will marry you, master, that same minute, never answer to his call again, never return his call again, block him for your life, and come back and thank me. 10 years after you block him, come back and thank me. Right now it won't make sense to you because you are so addicted to him. I get it. But after you block him, heal yourself from him and come back 10 years later and come and thank me, because I know you're going to be grateful that you blocked him and you left, you took off. God bless you. Have a good day, okay? I'll talk to you later.